Hello students, standard 6, chapter number 9, data handling. And in it we learn a new branch of mathematics, that is statistics, in which we have to deal with the numbers. We have to collect the informations which is known as data. Data is collected for a particular purpose. So, for example, we already learned about it that if we need some information like number of children in the family in a particular area, or income of the parents of the students, or height and weight of the students, attendance, marks obtained. Similarly, in the field of games, sports like cricket, the runs made by the different players, and so many others. And the purpose of collecting data is to get some results from it, to choose a particular player from all of them, and so many others. Then we saw that if the data not organized properly, then sometimes when the data is very big, it's not easy to understand data, it is not easy to represent the data also. And therefore we learn the organization of data and prepare a tabular information. We used telemarks, then pictograph, and last bar graph. Because pictorial representation is very effective. It is easier to represent and to understand the data in a very speed. At a glance you can get the idea about the whole information. Today we are going to learn how to construct or draw the bar graphs. In last session we learned how to read, how to interpret the bar graph and give the answers of the questions from that bar graph already drawn. But now if the data is given to you and if we have to draw the bar graph, then we have to learn it properly. So first of all, we need two perpendicular lines, one horizontal and the other vertical. You can see that I already draw here. This is a horizontal line and vertical line, which are exactly at 90 degrees perpendicular to each other. So first of all we need that two perpendicular lines, one horizontal and then another one vertical, and both at 90 degrees. Now as we saw that generally the bar graph are drawn by two ways. You can draw the bars on the horizontal line or on the vertical line also. But generally, as per my experience, it is easier to draw the bars on the horizontal line. So we are going to understand it, how to represent it. Now after you take the horizontal and vertical line, then the different categories like the name of the students or the years or different categories like the expenses on the different items like food items, electricity, etc. Whatever is that are taken on the horizontal line. And then on the vertical line we have to represent the numbers which are connected to that given data. But before we put the numbers on that horizontal line, generally we will use graph paper to draw the bar graph. Now on graph paper, as you know that the graph page is already printed with lines, and at 1 centimeter each you can have the lines. So it is easier for you to draw that graph on the bar graph on the graph, it will be easily. So first of all we have to check the data. We have to check the data, and you can see that here I have a bar graph, the graph page, on which you can see that vertical lines in between at exact 1 centimeter, the darker lines are there, vertically also and horizontally also. So now what we have to do, that on this already lines are drawn, so you can choose one of the line from the bottom, or you can skip one also and take as the horizontal line, and from here also skip that one and you can take that one as a vertical line, as I draw on the graph on the board. Now here we have to take the different categories. Like in the example, it is given that the expenditure on different items of a family, like food, transport, electricity, education, and other miscellaneous, means mixed expenses. And here, what are the expenses that we have to take? But now you can't take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because then it can reach only maybe 16, 17, 18. But you can see the highest score is 3,400 rupees. 3,400. So now we have to check that how many blocks are here. And according to that we have to choose a proper scale so that the highest amount also can be accommodated on the here. And according to that then we will draw the bar on the horizontal line. So now here there are given that following table shows the monthly expenditure of Imran's family on various items. Items are house rent 3,000 rupees, food 3,400, education 800, electricity 400, transport 600, and lastly miscellaneous, means some mixed expenses, that are 1,200. Now you can see that the highest is 3,400 rupees. So now if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, it is not possible. You can't take 10, 20, 30 also, because it will not reach here. You can't take 100 also, because 100, 200, you will get maximum to the 1,700 or 1,800. but here it is 3000. So I choose the scale as 1 unit length is equal to 200 rupees. So now from here, as I show you that there are lines on the graph paper. So on the first line here you have to write down 200 and then add 200, 200, 200, 200, 200 and go up until you get 3400 or more. So now I already done here 200, 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1200 and so on up to I got 3600. Now on the horizontal line, what we have to do is that leave the first one in second gap, one gap you can skip so that it can be have the same distance between the bars. So now what we have to do is that we are going to draw the bars of the different items. First check house rent. I here in short write down HR, house rent. What is the house rent is 3000 rupees. So now be careful. 3000 rupees. So now on this, where is 3000? That is your 3000 rupees. It means that from that both lines, both side from here, we have to draw lines up to 3000. And then close it. So that is your first bar for the house rent. Now skip one line and in the next block we will use the next one is the food. What is the amount of food? It is 3400. 3400 it is here. So now from that one we have to go to 3400 and from that also you have to use the scale and exactly 3400 you complete it. My bar is going skew because I am not using the scale, but you can use the scale so that so like that. Similarly, now the next is education. Education has 800 rupees. So 800 is here. So from thus you put 800 and you can write down the amount here also. Take 3000 rupees, 3400, then rupees 800, then next is 400. So 400 is just the second one here. Then next is the 600. So little more than that 600 is here. And the last miscellaneous is 1200. So you got 1200 here. And after finishing it, you can write down the name inside also, like house rent. Or if you don't write down, but at least one should be here. Here you have to write down the expenditure. Here you have to write down items, and then you can draw like the bar graph. So now you want to do the decoration. It is not necessary, but it looks better. So you can do the decoration like you can do like that, or you can color it, or you can draw different type of decoration in it. So main thing you have to mention the here also, that what scale you did, what scale you have chosen. To choose the scale is very, 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 very important, because otherwise If you choose very small scale, suppose I take 500 here, then my graph will be in the very short and the whole other page will be blank. If I take only 100, then some of them I won't be able to do. Maybe I can manage this one, but what about this 2400, 3400, 3000? So I can't take 100 to also, I can't take 500,000 also. So according to that and according to the number of blocks in your graph paper, you have to think. First check which is the highest digit in your data, and then divide that with the blocks. Then you will approximate get the idea that how much scale I can take for 1 centimeter or the 1 unit length. So that is, if the data is very small, like highest amount is 10 or 15, then you can take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 easily. If it is like up to 100, then you can take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and though up to 100 or 150. But if it is more than that, like it is like up to 1000 only, then you can take 100, 200, 300, 400 and so on. So according to the situation, first check which is the highest score, which is the highest amount in your data, and according to that you have to choose the proper scale. It is not very difficult thing. In the beginning maybe you can feel difficult to choose the scale, but as you do more and more sums, then automatically you will understand that now this is a big, I can take this scale, this is small, so I can take this. And then there should not be, after that it is just to draw the bars according to the given. But make sure that you keep the same space between all the bars and same width also. Not one is fat, one is thin, like that. Exactly same width, keeping the same distance, only difference will be the length of the bars according to the given figures in the data. And then it is easier. So keep this thing in the mind, whatever I told you, and do this one yourself in your graph book. You have to purchase a graph book for this, and then if any confusion you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you very much.